What is up, Fin fans? If you can tell by the title, yes, the Miami Dolphins have signed somebody today, and I don't think it's going to be the end of it. If you guys noticed from my first video today, they're waiting for the dominoes to fall. So with that being said, the Miami Dolphins go out and they sign Jacoby Brissett. And I talked about this. I said that in my free agency video, I said that I would like them to go after him as a potential backup. And they did. A 1-year deal, and I waited to make this video straight from the phone. Again, you're getting a lot of these straight from the phone videos because hopefully a lot of news breaks today. But straight from the phone, he 1-year deal, $5 million guaranteed with incentives to push it up to 7.5. Not a bad contract. He's going to come in. He's going to either be the backup or compete with Tua. But I like the move. We needed to have a solid backup. You know, we had, again, off the top of my dome, don't remember his name. You'll comment it below. But we do have a quarterback, Trissett, I think his name is. It's something like that, who doesn't have much experience. So you bring in Jacoby Brissett, who has a ton of experience, played well with the Colts for the stint that he did, played well with the Patriots for when he got his chance to start with Jimmy Garoppolo getting injured and Tom Brady getting suspended. I wasn't going to say banged up. He got suspended for the whole Deflategate. He showed that he could play well. He showed that he can be a very viable backup. Getting paid $5 million with 7.5 with incentives, his contract can go up to that. $5 million isn't bad. I'm very happy with this. Now, we'll talk about some other things. First, we need to talk about Cethan Carter, the fullback / tight end that we signed yesterday. Signed him to a 3-year, $7.8 million contract. Only 2.7 of that is guaranteed. He's a good special teamer. Think of a Fedulum type guy. Think of a guy that's going to really help us out on special teams. Got him from the Cincinnati Bengals. That's all. I really didn't talk about it yesterday because he's a fullback / tight end. I don't see him getting much reps, maybe in the goal line situation, but getting him $2.7 million guaranteed, 3 years, $7.8 million contract. It's nothing to really chalk over. It was a special team signing. It was just hey, this guy's versatile. We like the way he plays. He's a tough guy. Let's bring him in. But the thing that a lot of people are talking about is the fact that Tyrod Taylor signs a 1-year, $12.5 million contract with the Houston Texans. And now everyone's like, Deshaun Watson's getting traded. And then people who want him to get to Miami are now jumping for joy. He's coming to Miami. And people who want him to go to wherever, right? And he ain't going to the Chicago Bears because Chicago Bears just signed Andy Dalton. So he ain't going to the Chicago Bears, even though the Chicago Bears, I'm hearing, went real hard after Russell Wilson. I think I was talking about that in yesterday's video, that they were trying to go real hard after Russell Wilson. But Tyrod Taylor signs a 1-year, $12.5 million contract for the Houston Texans. If you want my God's honest opinion, and I keep talking about this with Deshaun Watson, if Deshaun Watson does not get traded before the draft, he is not getting traded. Because to not use those assets you'll get this year just doesn't make sense, which means that the Texans will say, tough noogies, you're staying on the Texans. Mind you, if they do trade him, cut him, do anything with him, his cap hit is worse if they do that versus him sitting on the bench or him being on the team. So the fact that they bring in Tyrod Taylor is definitely insurance for him to say, I'm not playing for you guys. Like he's been saying, I'm going to sit on the bench then. Which then at some point he'll start to realize his pocket's getting real thin every time he gets fined for games he misses and all that stuff. So again, I will say this. Am I saying he's not getting traded? No, that's not what I'm saying. Plus the signing of Tyrod Taylor kind of gives them a little bit of a cushion to have this 1 year of at least having a quarterback if they do end up trading him. But if he does not get traded by the draft, I do not think he gets traded this year. Let's go back and talk about the Dolphins a little bit more, right? With the signing of Brissett and the signing of Carter, the Miami Dolphins are a little bit below $25 million in cap space. They need to have 11.9, let's just round it up to $12 million for the draft picks. That means they're sitting at about 13 million in cap space right now. They're going to have to make some moves if they want to do anything. And for you Deshaun Watson people, again, and I've said this time and time again, they make the move for him, cool, whatever. He is a top 5 quarterback in this league, can definitely help this team. If they don't, I'm happy. I'd like to see them build around Tua and continue to build with the success. That being said, for the people who want Deshaun Watson, If the Dolphins were to do that, they need to clear up some cap space. They do not have enough cap space to bring Deshaun Watson in with that type of contract. They need to clear up some cap space. Also, if the Dolphins want to do anything at this point, they need to clear up some of that cap space. Like I said, with the draft picks being about $12 million, they're sitting at about $13 million in cap space right now. Unless they start signing people to contracts that are back heavy, because the Dolphins have more money next year and the year after, then that's a possibility. But yeah. So that being said, that's what happened so far. Oh, also they're redoing, this is what they're trying to do to get more cap space. They're redoing McKinney's contract. He's due $7.5 million this year, about $9 million next year. They're redoing his contract right now. That's what they're in the works of doing, trying to give them more cap space to do more stuff. So that being said, they bring in Brissett, they trade for McKinney, they bring in Carter, a special teamer. Need to bring in some more cap space because I'd love for them to go for Hudson. I'd love for them to try to get Hudson. And a lot of people are saying, well, Hudson's going to cost us a lot of money. I don't think so. He still has that guaranteed money, and he still has the money he's getting from the Raiders. That's money to sit on the couch, play on another team. So he necessarily doesn't this year have to ask for more money because the Raiders are still paying him a little bit. I think last I heard it was $12 million, but then I heard it was about $5 million in dead cap, which is going to him. So he is getting a certain amount of money from the Raiders for being cut. This is Hudson. So I'd like to see the Dolphins do that. But again, a lot of good players are still out there. A lot of players that can become instant, help, make this team better, make any team better, still out there. A lot of these wide receivers who expect or want more money are still out there because they feel disrespected. Juju, Galladay, all these guys want more money, say, we deserve more money. But the teams don't have the money. So it's going to be interesting. Like I said, raffle off. Carl Lawson is now on the Jets, so he's off my list. I should cross him off. He's off my list. I know that who else got knocked off my list? Corey Davis, he's off my list. So I'm looking at Shaquille Barrett, Tampa Bay Buccaneer. He's still a possibility. Jadeveon Clowney, he's still a possibility. Hassan Reddick is the one that I'm really looking at. I really would like to bring him in. He's only 26, had a fantastic year last year, really coming into his all. I don't know if I'm really interested in Kenny Galladay, but I'm more interested in Curtis Samuel and Juju Smith-Schuster. I prefer one of them over Kenny Galladay. And then centers, if they don't get Hudson, which we'll see how that all pans out, that drops the price of David Andrews. And then there's a possibility of bringing back Ted Karras. And there's also a possibility of having, these, you bring in Hudson. A lot of people say, well, he's old. He's 31, but he's an all-pro. He's going to be a Hall of Famer. He's a fantastic center. Really interesting in that. And there's still running backs out there. Marlon Mack from the Indianapolis Colts. Keep an ear and an eye out for Marlon Mack. If the Dolphins bring in Marlon Mack, I'll be very happy. But that's what I got for you so far. Dolphins bring in Jacoby Brissett. Dolphins bring in Carter yesterday. A little hush-hush. Let me see if any more breaking news happens. Then I'll just add it into the title. But as of right now, that's all that's going on. Yeah, just talking about Jacoby Brissett, Derek Wolfe going. The Dolphins are signing former Rams running back Malcom Brown, source says. He's averaged more than 4 yards per rush in LA, now lands with the Rams. There you go. So while I'm recording this, the Miami Dolphins signed former running back Rams Malcom Brown. I don't know how much they signed him to, but yeah. So while I'm recording this video, more news breaks that the Dolphins are bringing in Rams running back Malcom Brown. Let's look up Rams Malcom Brown real quick. Look at his stats, see what we're getting with Malcom Brown. You're getting, this is uncut, straight from the phone. This is what you get. He did decent, not too great. He's been in the league since 2015. Last year he had his most rushing yards, 4.1 yard a carry. He does average a good, his 2015 4.3 yards a carry, 2018 4.9 yards a carry. So he does get big chunks off of each carry. So another big bull of running back, 5'11", 222, bringing him in. We'll see how much he gets paid. But it's there you go. We add a running back now. I make videos, and while I'm making the videos, news breaks. So so we can cross off these running backs, Marlon Mack and Chris Carson. And I literally told you guys, look out for Marlon Mack. Nope. Dolphins said, Doug, shut your mouth. We're going for Malcom Brown, running back. I don't know. I don't know how much it is, and I don't know the years on the contract. But that's what's coming out right now, is that the Dolphins are signing former Rams running back Malcom Brown, Ian Rappaport. So lots of news happening. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet. Go follow me on Twitter. That's where I'm breaking all these news. But other than that, guys, if more news breaks, more signings happen, you'll get a video from me. And last time I hit the stop record button before I could stay classy. Fins up.